Nation! Woo! Yeah. Yes. Tell you what, it is great to be back, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! On the political front, President Obama recently lifted President Bush's ban on stem cell research. Maybe he's planning on using those stem cells to rejuvenate our economy.
It's gonna take more than that.
Now, surely conservatives won't have a problem with using stem cells to develop economic embryos. President Obama whipped up populist rage over bonuses that were received by the very AIG employees who helped cause the current economic meltdown. And of course, Democrat Chris Dodd was #1 in terms of campaign contribution received from AIG. President Obama came in at #2, and at this point, Republicans are going nuts because they're like, yeah, we got you, Obama. And then, bam, #3, John McCain comes in at 50 G's from AIG. Like I've said a million times, America, the worst government money can buy. And it also turns out that Chris Dodd was responsible for the provision in the bailout bill that allowed these absurd bonuses to occur at AIG. Hypocrisy, thy name is Dodd.
Good impression.
And if you don't believe me, you can watch this video of that swine Chris Dodd called in a bald-faced lie. You're a liar. You're a liar.
You were very adamant yesterday, very adamant, that you didn't know how this change got in there, and now you are saying that your staff did work with the administration.
Going back and looking, and obviously, and I apologize to Ted and so forth, but the date is only significant to the extent could it be modified.
Okay, I'm going to toss it over to Wolf. I know he has questions.
Dodd's on the liar, liar, pants on fire choir this week. On the octo front, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I don't know, something like that. Hot off the presses, ladies and gentlemen, it turns out that Joe the plumber is actually the father of the Octomom's 8 newborns.
Oh.
And in more Octo news, Warner Brothers announced that she will be the villain in the next Batman film. In more entertainment news, there's a hot new musical on Broadway this week. The hit song is Bernie Madoff got me laid off. Also, in entertainment news, in the trailer for Nicolas Cage's new film, he says, "How can I stop the end of the world?" Well, Nick, you can start by stop making crappy movies. I mean, let's be honest, you haven't been anything good in about 10, 15 years.
Ghost Rider.
If the script involves any kind of historical document, you should stay away. Instead of stealing the Declaration of Independence, like you did in the first National Treasure, you should steal a copy of a decent script. America, you're going to have to bear with me here for a minute. I've got some important things I want to get off my chest really quick. I think we need to get our priorities in order. In case you were confused about what's really important in our economy, the bank bailouts, AIG fiasco, and the recent roller coaster annex on Wall Street have made it crystal clear. Apparently, peons like you and I are at the bottom of the pecking order. The purpose of the economy is to provide us, the people, with goods and services.
That's right.
In other words, the economy is supposed to serve us.
Preach on, bro.
Yeah.
However, all the malarkey that's been going on shows us the real truth of the matter, which is that we live to serve the economy.
What?
Even worse, we exist to make the bankers wealthier.
Excuse me?
They get billions in bailout money, and we get a measly $300, and enough debt to bankrupt the entire world economy. Workers produce goods and services. Banks lend out money they don't even have with just a keystroke. These guys are like legalized bookies. And even if the banks do have the actual Federal Reserve notes to loan you, because our money isn't backed up by anything of actual value, it's basically the same thing as monopoly money.
Brooklyn Boulevard.
Just picture Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke dressed up as the monopoly guy. Hey Ben, thanks for the free parking.
Woo-hoo!
Is the current economic crisis real evidence of how little control we have over our own lives? Does globalization have to inhibit our free will?
Yeah, come on.
Just some food for thought this week. That concludes Weekly Update. When we return, we'll have orange juice and biscuits with the squeeze.